Well, greetings, everyone. We're back. Matters of the Heart Radio Broadcast Ministry with your host today. Sorry, got to clear my throat. Radio host personality Princess Denise Wright. What a blessing. This is part 2 of our segment today. And I have 2 special guests in the studio with me as I'm getting ready to go ahead and introduce them. And I'm just going to turn it over to them and let them go with it, and I'll just sit here and listen. So I'm going to let them go with the flow. But before I do that, I'd like to introduce both of them. To my left is Apostle Wanda Jones. Is that okay to say your
That's
apostle?
fine.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine.
And to my right, I have Stephen Humphries.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
What a blessing. Got both of them.
Yes.
Man
Thank you so
and
much.
woman. Okay?
Yes.
They're both here. So
Yes.
we're getting ready to, because they're going to share with you today some vital information about, what's the name of the school?
The school is, and I'm going to shift my hat in this segment. The apostle to Wanda. I am a board member for MyroSchool Pinellas, which is a charter school, and Stephen Humphries is our principal.
All
and,
right.
And so we're
Yes.
going to talk about MyroSchool in this segment and the great things that they do in this community.
Absolutely.
Well, I can't wait because I never heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I guess what? Because I'm not in school.
Well, and maybe, and that's what we're going to talk about, because it's a well-kept secret.
Okay.
Unintentionally, though. I don't know how that happened, and before I became a board member, before I went to MycroSchool, I had never heard of them either. But they've been around for years.
Okay.
And it was, they just kind of was buried back there in the Web Plaza off of Dr. Martin Luther King Street, and so, but they have an amazing curriculum and purpose in education. So,
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
Stephen Humphries is going to talk about and tell us about.
Okay, so Mr. Humphries would like to go first and tell us about it?
Well, first of all, good evening, good afternoon, everybody.
All righty, all righty, all
So my name
righty.
is Stephen Humphries. I am the principal of Pinellas MycroSchool. Pinellas MycroSchool is located at 840 3rd Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33701. We are located in Webb's Plaza, right next to Am Fitness. Where you have the plaza, we have the Family Dollar and the Frog Pond on the corner. We are in the middle of that plaza. So we have been around. So we opened our doors June 29, 2012. So we have been in that area since 2012, serving. We don't say at risk anymore. We say at promise, because we believe every child is promised
Yes.
something great. And
Oh,
so,
that's great.
and so,
Yes,
education is one of those things that we help to fulfill that promise for every kid. So we take students in grades 9 through 12. We do ninth graders all the way up to age 22, offering a standard, traditional, fully accredited high school diploma. Let me repeat that: fully accredited high school
Okay.
diploma.
Okay,
Yeah.
fully accredited. All
don't do,
right.
any GEDs or certificates. We do all high school diplomas. So again, we're located in 840 3rd Avenue South. We do have aspirations of moving this year into the North Star Academy building, which is off 62nd Avenue South. And so we look forward to that. But for right now, we will open August 10th at 840 3rd Avenue South. If you know anybody who needs a high school diploma, because traditional school just may not work for everybody, and so
Right,
that's why
right,
we are
yes.
here. Every kid learns differently, and we're here to make sure that kids get what they need according to their individual learning plan. So we open August 10th. We take grades 9 through 12. We are actively enrolling. So if you know anybody out there in St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, anybody who needs a high school diploma, or just want to catch up, because you can catch up and go back to your own schools. We do support that. We just want you to graduate. We just want you to have something and not have anything. So again, that's what we are. That's what we do. We're excited to be here.
Yeah.
We're excited to stay in St. Petersburg. Hopefully grow, get the name out there. And get more students interested in just being educated, feeling good about themselves,
Oh, yes,
because a high school diploma would take you so many places where having nothing won't.
Yeah.
And so one of the mottos that I believe in is that scripture that says, every day your mercies are brand new. So I don't care what happened the day before. As long as you make an effort to show up to school that morning, we got you. You know,
Oh,
and so,
yes,
and so that is what we abide by, and it has worked for us for all these years, and we hope it continues to work for us here at Pinellas MycroSchool. So.
Mr. Humphries, what are the school hours when you start back in August?
Yes, ma'am. The school hours are from 7:30 to 4:30. We do have 2 sessions. You can choose an AM session, which is 7:30 to 12:30, or the PM session, which is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 5 hours. So each student has to do at least 5 hours Monday through Friday. We do abide by Pinellas County Schools calendar. So whenever they're in school, we're in school. When they're out, we're out as well. So.
Oh, that's great. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
You say the school is located on 62nd Avenue, so?
Well, that's our new location.
There where you're
north.
going.
Yes,
to.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But we'll open the year at 840 3rd Avenue South in Wells Plaza. So,
Oh, okay. All righty.
And we love to see that the word is getting out there more, because, like I said, we've been there for 10 years, and we know, like Wanda said, we have been buried in Wells Plaza, but slowly people are finding out about us, and we do appreciate the opportunity on the Princess Denise Wright show to tell about our school and our program. We do consider that a blessing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for that. Thank you.
That's right. Sometimes you just can't keep these secrets covered like this.
Absolutely.
The people got to know.
Yes. Yes.
And especially for those who need a GED. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
they really do. So this is, if they're listening now, that's right. You can call us before we get off the air. And that's one thing I will share. If someone does want to call in with a question, you can call us right here, 727-637-2416. If you have a question about our hearing from our guest today about what is it called?
MycroSchool.
MycroSchool.
Pinellas MycroSchool.
Yes, Pinellas MycroSchool. So if you have a question, feel free to call in. So Wanda, what would you like
Well,
to
I
share
want to
with us?
emphasize, Stephen Humphries, if you will, talk about the graduation numbers, because that's impressive. Of the number of children that MycroSchool has graduated, and I'm so excited about this, because these are kids that probably would not have graduated in traditional high schools. They came to MycroSchool struggling, behind in their credits. They were way, in terms of age, they way past. You had a 17-year-old maybe, but was still in 9th grade. But these were kids, and I get so excited of being a part of the graduation and watching them walk across the stage, and the families, the parents, the grandmothers and aunts and uncles and cousins, and people get so excited.
I know.
Because, and I'm so glad for these children, because these are kids that, as he said, not at risk, but they have promise. And so the number of children that in its longevity is where they are right now. How many kids have walked across the stage at MycroSchool and got their diploma?
So at Pinellas MycroSchool, to date, we have graduated over 550 students.
You hear that?
550 students.
550
Minimum.
students.
Yes, ma'am. We opened the first year, 2012. Our first graduation was only 2 students.
Yeah.
Just 2 students, and we have progressed over the years, all the way up.
The beginning was 2,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
look where you are
Yes,
now.
ma'am. Our highest
Oh, my
graduating
goodness.
class was 96 students.
Yeah.
For a charter school, 96 students. So our graduation rate to date has been the highest at 73.3% for a charter school. So we are very, very proud of that.
Does the
Absolutely.
word micro have any significant meaning why they named it micro?
So the word micro, the whole thing was born out of the Job Corps idea, where you have little bitty micro, small schools that specialize in smaller learning communities. And so it was founded over in California and then brought here to Florida. So we have, not only we have MycroSchool here in St. Petersburg, but we have 4 additional locations in the state of Florida. And all little bitty micro schools that specialize in small learning communities. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We are very, very, very proud of the 550, and we hope we can triple that in years to come, because
yes.
we specialize in building a rapport with each and every kid that comes through the doors. Like Wanda said, at the graduations, for a lot of families, that is the first graduation they may have attended.
Yeah.
And so it does bring tears to your eyes, but it's tears of joy.
Yeah.
And we just want to continue doing that, because we're not in it for money. We're in it to help students be successful and move them along so they can be better citizens of St. Petersburg.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Yes. Mr. Donald Jackson, do you have any comment on this by the micro school? Have you heard of it before?
From a teacher's perspective,
Yes,
I'm gonna put you out there like that because I know you're a teacher.
I know my name was going to call. But yes, in fact, the first time I learned of the MycroSchool, there was an event going on in that same plaza, and the radio station participated in it. And I saw the sign. I said, "Oh, there's a school back here." This was like 5 years ago, and each time I drive by, I tend to look across there, and I keep thinking, a school in the plaza it's a nice thing, but not knowing exactly what your goals and that, like, because nobody had really reached out to us about the school.
Yes.
But the one thing that I am very impressed, as you mentioned it, as a school teacher myself, is the fact that you are open to take those students who not necessarily dropped out of the public system, but who have certain challenges, and you open your doors to them and provide that environment that they can be successful. That's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Because they don't get that in the public school, and not only that, the public school is too busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have the time for that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. And I really, commend you for that.
Thank you so much. But like I said, we pride ourselves on an individual rapport relationship with every child that comes through the door, and the families as well, because you have to have buy-in for the families too.
That's right.
And so that is one thing that we stress. You're not alone when you come to MycroSchool. We do have students that are, court ordered or had attendance problems, or students who just had certain learning disabilities in school, or just kids who just want to get done faster. We have regular gen ed students too. They just want to get done fast and get out the way so they can move on. And that's what we're here to help
That's
do.
great.
So.
That's great.
Excellent. Is there any cost for them?
No, ma'am, it is public charter high school, free tuition.
Free?
Get your high school diploma for free.
Oh, well, I should have waited from those like 50 years ago.
Say, had you known.
Yeah, let me backtrack 50 years ago.
Right.
But I also want to stress how we really do focus on the overall body, on student learning and student success.
Yeah.
And so I think one of our lowest graduation rates was less than 14.5%. And for a charter school or a dropout prevention school, statistics used to say that the average graduation rate was about between 22 and 26%. We have gotten all the way up to 73.3% graduation.
That's
so
amazing.
I just want to stress
Alrighty.
that we really,
That's
really
important.
love what we do for our students and our staff as well. So
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have an
amazing staff.
Thank
The
you.
staff
Thank
is
you so
amazing.
much. Absolutely.
That is
And
great.
we love the support from our board, which Wanda sits on our board. Susan Ryder, Wanda Jones, Connie Going. Help me out, Wanda. Chad Jones, Shay Smith, Reggie Reed, Jody Lane, and then our Director of Student Recruitment, Tracy Steen, and all of our staff. So,
Oh, great.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing. One of the things I think you'll feel and notice when you walk through the door of MycroSchool is there's a genuine camaraderie and there's a genuine care for our kids. I mean, Mr. Humphries talked about just the relationship that we have with our student, and it's evident from the moment you walk in. And he is the leader of
Yes.
just perpetuating that relationship. Like, it's like, okay, can you go back in your office and because he just loves interacting, and we love him for that, the interacting with our students and
You show
making
up
them
and you feel the love.
Yes, you will immediately from the moment that you walk through the door. And our kids, you can tell at graduation, just how much they appreciate what they've had and just, been able to experience at MycroSchool. And they say that many of our children have gone on to do great things. We had one of the speakers at this year's graduation came back. She was an alum MycroSchool, graduated a couple of years ago. Now she's a hairdresser, a stylist to the stars.
Really?
Yeah. So, she's from here to New York and LA and Atlanta and
Amazing.
doing the hair for, big time. So I couldn't get an appointment with her, but and couldn't afford her either. But yeah, we've got a kid that went on to become a worldwide and international chef, and he's an alum of MycroSchool. So these guys are just doing great things. They just needed encouragement. They just needed motivation. They just needed someone to just take time. And there's so much in our kids, and sometimes if they're not in the right environment, we fail to tap in to what their strengths are.
Exactly.
And so MycroSchool gives them an opportunity, because classrooms are smaller, so teacher has, more time to do a little more one-on-one, and sometimes that's all they need. And we've labeled them sometimes in our public school systems as being disabled or unable to learn or something, and it's not that. But oftentimes in our public schools, teachers don't have the time. Not that it's a bad situation or a bad teacher or whatever, but they just don't have the time because they're overwhelmed with the number of kids that are in their classrooms. But when you get them in a isolated situation and then they're not looking for competing with 20 other kids in the classroom for the teacher's attention, but there's only 10 of you all sitting there, it's so much more that can come out of that. So we're just very proud of that.
And what we try to do in orientation is we try to get to learn the student by learning out or learning about their barriers. And see what their barriers are. And then we as a team come together, try to break down those barriers to make sure that they can still get to school, whether it's transportation. We offer free bus passes through PSTA. Free bus passes 24/7. You can use all year round, even on the weekends. Any other barriers, we have a mental health therapist on staff. And we also have a dual enrollment program with SPC. So our students can attend a 3-hour credit class offered by SPC on our campus, and they graduate with a high school diploma and 3 college credits.
It seems like they just get a lot of personal attention.
They
yes,
do.
ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am. I know just about every thing that my kids are going through on an individual basis.
They do.
That's how I'm able to help them.
That's
help them,
right.
I mean, Princess, they go so far as if you miss a 2 or 3 days from school, somebody will show up at your door and knock on it. I mean, there's a student. There've been students like, Mr. Humphries, are you standing at my door? It's like, today Thursday and I ain't seen you since Monday. Where you been? And then it's amazing because they'll respond like, okay, let me get my shoes.
Right. Exactly.
And sometimes that's all they need.
They need somebody to actually just take time. Not that traditional schools don't, because the traditional schools do a very good job, but it takes a special kind of person to just set out the time and take time to get to know this kid and see where they are, meet them where they are, and progress them forward. So
that's like nothing but love, sweet love.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you. They should truly feel that, knowing that this is not your everyday school.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's not.
We are not.
No.
We try to give you a different experience than high school.
Yes.
That's right.
The traditional high school.
That is great. That's amazing.
And
So you said the school has been in effect for, is it 10 years?
Yes, ma'am. We opened 2012.
10 years.
Okay.
Can you put the number out there
Absolutely.
for the school?
Absolutely. So our phone number is 727-825-3710. Again, that's 727-825-3710 or 727-422-3531. Again, that's 727-422-3531. Should you have any questions, if you want to come by and get an application, just talk to us and see what we can do for your child. We are available.
And there is a website.
Yes, the website is PinellasMycroSchool.org. That's PINELLAS. MycroSchool, that's MYCRO, school.org. Absolutely.
Good. Absolutely. That's great. Absolutely.
We do look forward to hearing from you.
Yes.
That's for sure. That's right. Somebody better be writing it down again.
Absolutely.
That's right. And if I think before we go off the air, We probably need to say it again in case they didn't have a pen or pencil.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we are Pinellas MycroSchool. We are located at 840 3rd Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33701. And our phone numbers are 727-825-3710 or 727-422-3531. And our website is pinellasmicroschool.org. You can go to the homepage and actually submit an interest form, and that will come straight to me. So we are actively enrolling, absolutely.
Straight. And you said, so when does school start again?
School starts August the 10th. Orientation, if you want to get in on that orientation, orientation is August 9th at 10 a.m. So all new students have to go through at least 2.5 hours of orientation, and that is August 9th at 10 a.m. First day of school is August 10th.
Is that for entire Pinellas County?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
We follow Pinellas County district calendar, absolutely.
Yeah, every year look like it's going up and up.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, I remember the days, and I know I'm dating myself, but remember when we used to go back to school like after Labor Day?
That's what when I was in.
It was after Labor Day.
When I was in junior high, yes,
Yeah.
we went to school the day. Let me see, the day after Labor Day. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was a long time ago.
They almost they almost to July 4th, you know.
Well, fortunately, I don't remember those days.
Jeez.
It's unfortunate that you don't remember.
All in fun.
No, that is funny because it is true. Because I sure used to love it. Going back the day after Labor Day.
Yeah.
In the when that was? Oh, in the 60s. Yeah, that's right.
Princess, come on.
And there you have it.
We ain't supposed to tell it. Jeez.
Wanda, you so funny. Hold it back. Why you let that go out? Say, why you release that?
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell the time frame. Yeah, I was just a baby. Wasn't really in school yet. I just remember.
Well, it was fun. It was fun.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us on today.
Absolutely,
We appreciate this opportunity to just share with your radio audience
Oh, yes.
about MycroSchool. It's always a pleasure to just hang out with my friend.
Exactly. Well, you all have really shared some great information, some really phenomenal information,
Yes.
especially about this school. This is just wonderful.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I think when I maybe go home or maybe sometime next week, go up and down the street, anybody need to get
Absolutely.
Let us get you some flyers.
Yes. We ain't gonna send you out there unprepared.
That's right, Stephen. That's right.
in case you didn't
We would
finish. This
appreciate
is
that.
it. This
Absolutely.
Yes.
moment has come. It's here
Absolutely.
for you.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but just waking up in the morning and get ready
Yes.
and ready to go and be ready for a time when it's taken in on August 9th. Got you say
The
two,
orientation.
2 hours of
Yes, ma'am.
orientation.
Yes, ma'am. August 9th at 10 a.m. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, absolutely.
And school starts August 10th at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yes, ma'am.
absolutely. That's good. So you have, do they serve good food? They serve good food to the students?
The kids may think otherwise, but yeah, we do provide breakfast and lunch every day.
Oh,
Breakfast
okay.
and lunch every day by Pinellas County Schools. Absolutely.
Okay, good. Anything else closing, Wanda? Anything else on
No,
it?
again, we just thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your show today.
Absolutely.
And, it's been our pleasure. And hopefully, the word has gotten out about MycroSchool, and your listener and audience can definitely reach out. And I'm going to ask Mr. Humphries to put the number out there again so that they know where to call. And like he said, we're opening the school year in the location on Dr. Martin Luther King and 3rd Avenue, but eventually, hopefully shortly after school opens, we'll be in the location where North Star Academies are on 62nd Avenue South, which is just across the street from Bay Point Middle School.
Rich just across the
Yes,
street? Oh.
just in that plaza across the street. So we're excited about that transition as well.
Absolutely.
And we can accommodate more of our students. So we're excited about that. But this is going to be an awesome school year. So
Absolutely.
we're looking forward to it.
Before you transition there to closing, I know one of the big things that a lot of schools are emphasizing right now, and I guess it came out of the pandemic situation where a lot of online and virtual schooling, went on. How did that impact your school, MycroSchool? And with that being said, too, how going forward, how do you look at using technology in the classroom? Because I know a lot of kids are getting used to, the use of computers and all of that, and that is, I guess, that's where we're heading in terms of learning these days.
Well, good thing for us, we are a school that's based on technology. So all of our curriculum is actually online in a program called Apex, and we will be moving to a new system called Edmonton in August. It is a subsidiary of Apex, but our school is built on technology, so our kids are already used to that technology.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
And then during the pandemic, the online platform actually helped us better. That was the year we had the highest graduation rate during the pandemic. Because students were able, because a lot of our students work, and a lot of our students have other responsibilities because of their age, and so getting to school just wasn't. They have to survive, and we understand that. And we as a school, we work together to realize that and work around those barriers. So during the pandemic, that was when we actually had the highest graduation rate because students were able to get their work done online.
Nice.
So,
That's
Absolutely.
very good.
had 96 graduates that year.
All righty. Sounds good to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it does.
And again, our number is 727-825-3710 or 727-422-3531, Pinellas MycroSchool. We are actively enrolling. Please give us a call or come by the school, 840 3rd Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33701.
That is great.
He got that radio voice, don't he?
Yes,
You saw
he
that? You
does.
just went deep.
Yes, he
It
does.
just went deep, didn't
That's
it?
actually my
have to recruit
background.
him.
Actually, in Mississippi, that was my background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Broadcasting.
Yes.
Yeah, that is great. That is
Absolutely.
great. Yeah, clear. You can certainly hear it all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kind of that Barry White.
Oh, one of you went there. Barry White. Huh? Okay, Barry White. Yeah, he had a deep.
3371. All right, Mr. Humphries.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having us on the show.
That's
We
okay.
really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love, the atmosphere of love. I said earlier, the devil is the prince of the atmosphere. So once you spit it out there, the devil has the opportunity to turn it around.
Yeah.
But it was not this way in here.
No,
So we truly,
no.
truly appreciate you and consider you all a
yes, you're
blessing
more
to
than
us.
welcome.
Absolutely.
So as we get ready to close out again, I just want to thank my two special guests today, Stephen Humphries
Yes, ma'am.
and Miss Wanda Jones. Okay?
Thank you, thank
You can
you.
go out as Wanda Jones at the end on here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. But it's been a blessing today to have them give us so much informative information about the school. This is wonderful, wonderful. And I truly hope that for those that are listening right now, I'm telling you, pay attention, take heed to it, and truly, the number has been pretty much called out about 3 times already, and I hope you was writing it down.
Absolutely.
And if you forget it, call Donald Jackson right here.
And without a shadow of a doubt, I'm pretty sure they're going to leave a promo for the radio station
Yeah.
so that you can hear it.
Yes.
Yeah, Donald Jackson will be your man. He'll know what to do to get your number or whatever like that. But we thank you again for our broadcast today. Always the second Saturday in the month, whatever month it's in, and this happened to be the month of July. So we're so glad to be in the studio. And if you would like to schedule a guest interview with me, please feel free to call Princess Denise Wright at 727-488-8818. Again, that number is 727-488-8818. Or you can call the studio, and Donald, make sure you get it. So thank you, everyone that's joined us today, and hope you kept it locked right there. I hope you did. But if you didn't, you missed something good today. So we thank all of you, and we'll be back in the studio soon. Someone already done called me yesterday talking about, will I do another program next week? I tell you, these people.
They love you. They love you.
Do they just want to be on radio?
Yeah.
Just want to be on radio. So with that being said, we're getting ready to get out of here. We know you say hate to go, but you know what they say, you got to get the heck out of here. Okay,
Yes.
let's go.
Take care.
All righty, take care, everyone.
Absolutely.
Be blessed. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.